Oftentimes we talk about the raw animalistic nature of humans, and as women we focus on the raw animalistic nature of the male human most, right? They mostly think with their lower region, that's what they hyper focus on, etc., etc. But we also know women are also like that as well. But the animalistic part of nature that we don't really talk about as much is women's desire to have children. Your basic function as a human gives you body parts that allow you to reproduce. That does not mean you have to reproduce. A smart, intelligent being only reproduces when the environment is conducive and safe. So if you are having children in an environment that's not conducive and not safe, where your children are being exploited because you're being exploited, you are operating off your raw animal nature. You are not operating like a highly intelligent being. A high conscious, intelligent being assesses the world around them, assesses themselves and the situation before they dare bring a child into the world in order to do anything. Because a child is only a child for a little while. So what you're really doing is bringing an adult here. And we've been conditioned to look at parenthood and motherhood and childbirthing as if it's something that is inherently why we are here. That alone is exploitative, it's low vibrational, and it comes from a low frequency, just like it comes from a lower chakra, or chakra, to be pronounced correctly. When you look around in this world, on this realm, and you see all of the problems that's going on, and you allow baby fever to bring a soul here to be exploited, to be in a slave class like we all are, you are operating like an animal, like the animal that you are. You have to understand your body as a person and your body in general. Our bodies as humans are set up for failure. We ovulate. We have baby fever when we see babies. We've been taught and conditioned that the reason for us existing is to multiply, and that is clearly not true. The reason why a lot of politicians harp on, the low birth rates is because they need to exploit your children. Y'all will know that and then still have children. You will hate going to work every day, clocking in for 40 plus hours a week, and then still have children. Now, this is the part that people really don't want to understand. It does not matter how much money you make. You can make $20,000 a year. You can make $200,000 a year, and your child will still be a slave class, because you have to go to work and clock in every day in order to maintain whatever lifestyle you have. So if you're still having children in a world that you don't even like, how are you not operating off of raw nature? And most men and women don't even question it. You would think women would question it more, since it's on us to raise and rear children, but we don't. Because most women operate like animals, just like men. And we associate animalistic nature to intercourse, right? But there is a reason why intercourse is tied to you being here, to children being here, and to other humans being here. Because you're not having a child. You're temporarily having a child. You're having an adult. Your child is going to be a child for a few years, and they're going to be adult for the rest of the you live till 70, whatever, however old you live to, 70, 80, 90, 100. You're mostly an adult, not a child. We're trained to think like this because it's low vibrational. We're trained to think like this because it lacks intellect, and nobody wants a smart person around. And politicians harp on this so that you can be exploited. Motherhood, birthing, all of these things are used in this realm to exploit men and women, but particularly women. Women are the only ones who can fix it. And they are already feeling threatened by the low birth rate. This is because of those of us who are opting out. They are not threatened by mothers. They are not threatened by women who get baby fever and allow that to make them go have a baby with somebody they barely even know. You act like animals, they treat you like animals. And they'll treat your children like animals. And no human, none, every last one, let me make myself clear, because this is not a not all situation. Every last human on this planet do not have the skill set to truly free their children from the slave class of this realm. Everything about this realm is set up for you to fail, including for you to fail and or be a slave. A successful slave maybe, but a slave nonetheless. Children can have babies. You can start having babies at 8 or 9 years old when you get a period. Problem. Ovulation. Problem. Your body is designed to set you up. It's certain times of the month where you're horny all the time. Why? So that it can put you in an animalistic state, in a raw nature state, to continue to make decisions. If you get up and you look at the world around you and you don't like what you see and you bring children here anyway, you are operating like the animal you are, and you are not allowing yourself to elevate and or upgrade. And it doesn't matter how good a parent you are at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how well behaved your children are. Your children will be well behaved slaves. I mean, the least you can do is raise good children, since you have to bring them here. But this is why the lower the class, the more the exploitation, because you are also operating in a lower frequency. You're also operating through your lower chakras. Stop that. We have been exploited. Motherhood has been exploited. They've weaponized motherhood, and women have to take it back.